My beloved child, something stirs in the unseen tonight, something that even the winds hesitate to whisper. Aha! You feel it too, don't you? That quiet tension in the air, that pull in your chest as if a truth is trying to break free. Archangel Michael stands by your side, showing you a vision you were never meant to witness, for faces, older than their intentions, coming together with a single plan, to separate you from the one whose soul is tied to yours. They move silently, believing you remain unaware, but the light around you has already exposed their shadows. A new spark rises as Archangel Michael reveals what they fear most, your soulmate's strength when united with you. These four individuals think they have strategy, timing, and secrecy, but what they don't know is that destiny has already begun unfolding against their plans. Aha! The moment they whispered your name, the universe stirred, shifting the timeline in your favor. Tomorrow, they come with stories rehearsed, with doubts crafted carefully, with words designed to bend reality, but they have no idea that your heart has already been awakened. Another wave of truth arrives, my beloved child, and it hits like a quiet thunder. Tomorrow, they are coming to see your strength, not your weakness. That's the part they miscalculated. They think your bond with your soulmate can be shaken with fear, confusion, and illusion. But Archangel Michael leans close and says, what is written for your soul cannot be erased by human intentions. Aha! Those four believe they are in control, yet they are walking straight into the light that will reveal their motives completely. A deeper revelation now surfaces, your soulmate has sensed the shift. Even from a distance, their spirit reaches for yours, refusing to let the connection dim. While the four prepare their plan, your soulmate prepares their heart. Archangel Michael shows you this truth so you may not tremble when tomorrow arrives. Instead, you will stand calm, rooted, unshaken. Aha! The universe wants you to witness something. When love is true, external forces lose their power, and hidden alliances crumble under the weight of divine protection. So listen closely, my beloved child, as Archangel Michael places a shield of clarity around you. Tomorrow will not be the day they break your connection. It will be the day their real intentions become visible. The four who joined hands believe they're acting in secrecy, but every step they take is already illuminated by higher light. Aha! This is the turning point. Their actions will expose them, your soulmate will be drawn closer, and the truth, sharp, undeniable, divine, will stand unshaken. Stay steady. Stay aware. And remember, nothing created against a destined union can ever stand. My beloved child, the night grows quieter not because nothing is happening, but because everything is aligning. Aha! Archangel Michael reveals that while those four prepare their arrival, an invisible preparation is already complete around you. Every conversation they practiced, every assumption they made about your reaction, is built on one false belief, that you are unaware. But awareness has already chosen you, and tomorrow will test not your bond, but their confidence. A subtle shift now takes place, and it's powerful enough to change outcomes. Archangel Michael shows that these four are not united by strength, but by fear, fear of what your soulmate represents when standing beside you. Aha! They are coming with smiles that hide questions, with concern that masks intention, believing they can guide the narrative. Yet the moment they step closer, their harmony fractures, because truth cannot remain silent in the presence of light. Something deeper is unfolding beneath the surface, my beloved child. Your soulmate is not walking into tomorrow unguarded, their spirit has already taken a stand. Archangel Michael makes this clear: the connection between you is not emotional alone, it is purposeful. Aha! The four expect resistance, maybe confusion, maybe hesitation. What they will encounter instead is calm certainty, the kind that unsettles every hidden agenda without a single argument spoken. Pay attention now, because this is where the revelation sharpens. Tomorrow's meeting is not about what they say, it's about what becomes obvious. Archangel Michael whispers that one sentence, one look, one pause will expose the imbalance in their unity. Aha! They came thinking they were observers, but they will leave realizing they were seen. The truth has a way of rearranging power without raising its voice. Hold steady, my beloved child, because this chapter is protected. Archangel Michael stands firm, ensuring that no confusion lingers longer than it should. Tomorrow will not weaken your bond, it will clarify it. Aha! What was hidden will surface, what was doubted will strengthen, and what was meant to endure will do so effortlessly. This is not an ending, this is the moment everything begins to fall into its rightful place. My beloved child, a deeper layer now begins to reveal itself, and aha! Archangel Michael asks you to stay alert, not anxious. The silence before tomorrow is intentional. Those four believe silence means advantage, but in truth, it is the calm before exposure. Every step they take toward you is already echoing in the unseen, and the weight of their intentions grows heavier with each passing moment. A clearer vision now unfolds as Archangel Michael shows how fragile their alliance truly is. They stand together, yet each carries a different motive, a different expectation, a different fear. Aha! This is why their plan cannot hold. Unity built on uncertainty always cracks under clarity. Tomorrow, when they speak, their words will not align, and that misalignment will speak louder than any argument ever could. Something powerful shifts within you at this point, my beloved child. Without realizing it, you have already stepped into a higher position of awareness. Archangel Michael reveals that your calm will be unsettling to them. Aha! They expect reaction, emotion, hesitation. But what they will meet is grounded certainty. And certainty is the one thing their strategy was never designed to face. Now listen carefully, because this moment carries weight. Tomorrow is not about confrontation, it is about revelation. Archangel Michael emphasizes that no defense is required when truth stands upright. Aha! The four may arrive believing they are shaping an outcome, but the outcome has already chosen you. Their presence will only accelerate what was meant to surface all along. Remain steady, my beloved child, as this phase reaches its turning point. Archangel Michael assures you that nothing essential will be taken, only illusions will fall away. Aha! What remains after tomorrow will be stronger, clearer, and aligned with destiny. This chapter is being sealed with insight, not conflict, and what unfolds next will confirm that protection has never left your side. My beloved child, the final layer of this moment now comes into focus, and aha! Archangel Michael urges you to observe rather than react. The energy around tomorrow is not aggressive, it is revealing. Those four are walking toward a moment that will quietly rearrange their certainty. They believe they are approaching you, but in truth, they are approaching the consequences of their own intentions. A refined understanding now surfaces as Archangel Michael highlights what truly matters. The meeting itself is ordinary, the timing is not. Aha! Destiny chose tomorrow because your inner clarity is complete. No persuasion can work on a heart that already knows its truth. Their words may sound careful, even convincing, but something subtle will feel off, and that awareness is your shield. Something shifts in the atmosphere the instant they arrive, my beloved child. Archangel Michael reveals that power will change hands without a single demand. Aha! When confidence stands silent, manipulation loses its rhythm. The four will sense it, even if they cannot explain it. Their presence will feel temporary, but your bond will feel permanent, and that contrast will speak volumes. Now comes the quiet confirmation. Archangel Michael makes it known that your soulmate's alignment with you becomes unmistakable at this stage. Aha! What once required effort now flows naturally. The four came expecting influence, yet they will leave with questions, questions they never intended to ask themselves. And that is how truth begins its work. So remain composed, my beloved child, as this sequence completes itself. Archangel Michael stands guard, ensuring that tomorrow marks clarity, not confusion. Aha! What was meant to last will remain untouched, and what was built on imbalance will dissolve without force. This moment closes with certainty, protection, and the unmistakable sign that destiny is firmly on your side. My beloved child, another veil gently lifts, and aha! Archangel Michael signals that what follows tomorrow will echo longer than the meeting itself. This is not about persuasion or agreement, it is about recognition. The four arrive believing they are stepping into control, unaware that destiny has already stepped ahead of them. Their confidence is borrowed, your clarity is earned. A new realization forms as Archangel Michael draws your attention to timing. Nothing arrives early or late in a protected path. Aha! Tomorrow is positioned precisely where resistance weakens and truth strengthens. The four may speak with certainty, but certainty without alignment carries no weight. You will notice it in their pauses, in their glances, in the way their words search for ground and fail to settle. Something unspoken now becomes important. Archangel Michael reveals that your stillness will guide the entire exchange. Aha! Stillness confuses those who rely on reaction. They prepared responses for emotion, not for composure. In that calm space, their intentions lose shape, and what they tried to control begins to loosen on its own. Pay close attention here, because this is where power quietly shifts. Archangel Michael shows that your soulmate stands firm in inner alignment, even if no declaration is made. Aha! Unity does not always speak loudly, it resonates. The four will sense that they are not facing individuals, but a connection that cannot be negotiated. Remain anchored, my beloved child, as this cycle nears completion. Archangel Michael confirms that tomorrow seals understanding rather than conflict. Aha! What continues afterward will feel lighter, clearer, and unmistakably right. This is how protection works, not by force, but but by placing truth exactly where it cannot be ignored. My beloved child, the unfolding does not rush, because truth never needs to hurry. Aha! Archangel Michael makes it clear that what is approaching now is subtle but decisive. The four believe the moment after tomorrow will belong to them, yet they do not realize that outcomes are shaped long before words are spoken. The atmosphere itself has already chosen a side, and it is not theirs. A sharper awareness now settles in as Archangel Michael directs your focus inward. Aha! Strength is not rising around you, it is stabilizing within you. The four are prepared for discussion, persuasion, and influence, but they are unprepared for immovable certainty. When confidence is rooted, external pressure finds nothing to push against, and that imbalance will quietly disarm them. Something revealing takes place in what remains unsaid. Archangel Michael shows that silence will become the loudest voice in the room. Aha! The pauses between their words will expose hesitation, while your composure will speak alignment. This contrast is not accidental, it is instructional. Those who came to measure your bond will find themselves measured by it instead. Now observe carefully, because this is where understanding deepens. Archangel Michael indicates that your soulmate's presence, whether spoken or felt, anchors the entire exchange. Aha! Unity does not need defense when it is genuine. The four may leave with the sense that something shifted beyond their control, even if they cannot explain why. Remain steady, my beloved child, as this sequence continues to resolve itself. Archangel Michael assures you that what follows will feel unmistakably clear. Aha! What was uncertain will stabilize, what was questioned will confirm itself, and what was meant to endure will stand untouched. This is not resistance, it is alignment taking its rightful place. My beloved child, the rhythm of events slows now, not to delay you, but to steady you. Aha! Archangel Michael reveals that after so much movement behind the scenes, stillness becomes the final test. The four believe momentum is on their side, yet momentum without truth always collapses inward. What approaches tomorrow is not a challenge to fear, but a moment designed to confirm what your soul already knows. A quiet certainty deepens as Archangel Michael sharpens your perception. Aha! You will notice how effort appears on one side and ease on the other. The four will carry explanations, layered justifications, carefully chosen words, but alignment never needs decoration. Their voices may fill the space, yet meaning will remain anchored with you and your soulmate, steady and unshaken. Something subtle but unmistakable begins to surface in the energy itself. Archangel Michael points out that confidence rooted in truth creates a different atmosphere. Aha! The room will feel balanced where you stand and unsettled where intentions are divided. This is how discernment works, not through argument, but through awareness that cannot be persuaded away. Now understand this clearly, because it matters. Archangel Michael affirms that no decision is being forced upon you tomorrow. Aha! The four expected to guide direction, yet they will encounter a path already chosen. Your bond does not require validation, permission, or approval. It exists because it is meant to, and that reality will quietly dominate every exchange. Stay composed, my beloved child, as this chapter continues to close itself naturally. Archangel Michael remains present, ensuring that clarity follows you forward. Aha! What unfolds after tomorrow will feel lighter, more aligned, and undeniably true. Nothing essential will be altered, only misplaced confidence will fade, leaving destiny exactly where it belongs. My beloved child, the moment draws closer, and aha! Archangel Michael reminds you that certainty does not announce itself, it settles. What unfolds now is not dramatic on the surface, yet it is decisive beneath it. The four continue forward believing they are prepared, unaware that preparation without alignment only reveals intention faster. Tomorrow is not about winning or losing, it is about truth finding its natural position. A refined calm takes hold as Archangel Michael guides your awareness. Aha! You will sense that control is no longer being negotiated. The four may attempt to steer the tone, but tone follows presence, and presence follows clarity. The more they attempt to lead, the more obvious it becomes that leadership cannot be claimed where harmony already exists. Something meaningful emerges in the smallest details. Archangel Michael shows that a glance, a pause, a shift in posture will say more than long explanations ever could. Aha! This is where insight sharpens. Those who came expecting influence will realize that influence dissolves when intention is transparent. Nothing confrontational occurs, yet everything becomes clear. Now recognize this turning point. Archangel Michael reveals that your soulmate's alignment acts as an anchor, stabilizing the entire space. Aha! Even without words, the connection speaks. The four will sense that they are not facing uncertainty, but resolution already in motion. What they hope to shape will instead define itself. Remain grounded, my beloved child, as this sequence continues to settle. Archangel Michael stands watch, ensuring that what follows feels resolved rather than unresolved. Aha! What stays will stay because it is true, and what leaves will do so quietly. This is alignment completing its work, steady, unmistakable, and protected. My beloved child, the space between now and tomorrow is no longer empty, it is charged with realization. Aha! Archangel Michael makes it known that anticipation belongs to those who are uncertain, not to those who are aligned. The four move forward believing they are approaching a decisive moment, yet they do not see that the decision has already been made at a higher level. What unfolds next is not reaction, but recognition. A calm authority begins to define the atmosphere as Archangel Michael draws your attention to inner steadiness. Aha! You are not waiting for answers, you are standing within them. The four may attempt to frame the situation, but framing collapses when truth stands unobstructed. Their words will circle, yet meaning will settle exactly where it belongs, firmly with you and your soulmate. Something quietly unmistakable now takes place beneath the surface. Archangel Michael reveals that confidence rooted in clarity reshapes every interaction. Aha! You will notice how their certainty thins while yours remains intact. This is not resistance, it is gravity. Alignment naturally pulls everything into its rightful place without effort. Now observe the subtle confirmation unfolding. Archangel Michael shows that your soulmate's presence strengthens the moment without needing emphasis. Aha! Unity reveals itself through consistency, not declaration. The four will sense that what they hope to influence has already stabilized, and that realization will shift the direction of everything that follows. Remain centered, my beloved child, as this progression continues to settle. Archangel Michael remains vigilant, ensuring that clarity carries forward beyond tomorrow. Aha! What remains after this moment will feel undeniable and secure. Nothing true is being tested, only what was never meant to endure is quietly stepping aside. My beloved child, the final stretch before tomorrow carries a different kind of weight, and aha! Archangel Michael asks you to notice how calm replaces curiosity. This calm is not absence of concern, it is certainty settling in. The four still believe they are approaching an opportunity to influence, yet they do not realize that influence loses meaning when truth is already seated. What approaches now is not suspense, but quiet confirmation. A deeper steadiness anchors you as Archangel Michael sharpens your awareness. Aha! You will recognize that nothing needs to be proven. The four may arrive with structured thoughts and layered intentions, but structure built on assumption cannot stand before clarity. Their presence will feel temporary, while your position will feel grounded, as if the moment itself knows where it belongs. Something decisive unfolds without announcement. Archangel Michael reveals that authority shifts through alignment, not volume. Aha! The more they explain, the clearer it becomes that explanation is unnecessary where truth already resides. You will sense this shift not through words, but through balance, an unmistakable feeling that control has quietly changed hands. Now understand this clearly, because this realization completes the cycle. Archangel Michael shows that your soulmate's connection with you remains intact, undisturbed, and self-evident. Aha! What was once questioned no longer seeks validation. The four may leave with uncertainty, but you and your soulmate remain with clarity, and clarity always endures. Remain composed, my beloved child, as this chapter settles into place. Archangel Michael stands firm, ensuring that what follows tomorrow feels resolved, not unsettled. Aha! What is meant for you continues forward effortlessly, and what was never aligned fades without resistance. This is how destiny confirms itself, silently, steadily, and without reversal. My beloved child, as the moment edges even closer, aha! Archangel Michael draws your attention to a powerful truth: nothing new is being decided tomorrow, only what already exists is being revealed. The four approach with expectations shaped by their own perspective, not realizing that perspective cannot override purpose. What they are about to witness is not resistance, but resolve already settled in place. A quiet clarity now becomes unmistakable as Archangel Michael steadies your focus. Aha! You will feel how certainty no longer fluctuates. The four may speak with confidence, yet confidence without grounding fades quickly. Their questions will carry weight for them, but for you, the answers will already be present, calm, complete, and unshaken. Something subtle yet defining takes place in the energy between moments. Archangel Michael shows that alignment creates an invisible boundary that cannot be crossed. Aha! You will notice how the conversation naturally limits itself, how certain directions simply cannot proceed. This is not avoidance, it is truth setting its own terms. Now witness the confirmation unfold. Archangel Michael reveals that your soulmate's connection with you stabilizes everything around it. Aha! The four may arrive believing they are evaluating a situation, but they will leave realizing the situation has already defined itself. No announcement is required, understanding will arrive on its own. Stay anchored, my beloved child, as this passage completes another turn. Archangel Michael remains present, ensuring clarity carries forward without disruption. Aha! What continues beyond tomorrow will feel assured, balanced, and unmistakably aligned. Nothing essential changes, only certainty deepens, and destiny remains exactly where it was always meant to be. My beloved child, the atmosphere now holds a calm that cannot be mistaken, and aha! Archangel Michael invites you to recognize it. This calm is the signal that nothing is left undecided. The four continue toward tomorrow with expectations shaped by control, yet control has already loosened its grip. What unfolds next is not tension, but the natural settling of truth into its rightful place. A deeper awareness now anchors your presence as Archangel Michael refines your focus. Aha! You will notice how effort appears unnecessary on your side. The four may attempt to guide the flow, but direction belongs to alignment, not intention. Their certainty will waver as they sense that the ground beneath their assumptions no longer holds. Something meaningful occurs in the quiet moments between words. Archangel Michael reveals that understanding does not require explanation when clarity is present. Aha! The exchange will feel brief in weight, yet lasting in impact. What they hope to shape will already appear complete, leaving little room for influence. Now observe the subtle shift that seals this phase. Archangel Michael shows that your soulmate's connection with you remains steady, consistent, and unmistakable. Aha! No reinforcement is needed when truth is self-evident. The four may sense that they arrived too late, not in time, but in relevance. Remain centered, my beloved child, as this sequence continues to resolve. Archangel Michael stands unwavering, ensuring that what follows carries certainty forward. Aha! What endures will do so effortlessly, and what was never aligned will quietly fall away. This is clarity completing its work, calm, protected, and irreversible.